Fluid Power Operations of Eaton is headquartered at its proving grounds in Marshall, Michigan. There, Marshall engineers develop products for constantly changing markets. For more than 20 years, the Marshall division has produced torque biasing differentials. And 11 years ago, the first of a family of locking differentials was introduced. The smallest and one of the newest locking differentials has application in a 7.5-inch truck axle. The 1982 model Chevrolet and GMC downsized trucks will offer this differential as a regular production option. 82 model Chevrolet and GMC half-ton pickups and 20 series vans will offer an 8.5-inch Eaton locking differential. These vehicles used an 8 7/8-inch locking differential in the 81 model, so like the 7.5-inch, the 8.5-inch is a part of the new generation. The largest of the Eaton locking differential family fits a 10.5-inch axle. This differential, introduced in the 1971 model year, has been offered in Chevrolet and GMC 3/4 and 1-ton trucks and 30 series vans. The family portrait of Eaton Lockers is incomplete. Not shown is the 9.5-inch locker, which made its debut in 1981 model vehicles. The 9.5-inch found application in 3/4-ton Chevrolet and GMC trucks. The operating principle of the locking differential is difficult to demonstrate, but this sequence makes the attempt. Differences in wheel speed, approximately 100 revolutions per minute, slow the cam plate, causing it to separate from the cam-faced side gear. The ramping action of the cam compresses the clutch plates and, in effect, locks the differential. Torque can then be delivered to the high traction wheel. A picture is worth 1,000 words. To simulate poor tractive conditions, a stainless steel trough is covered with water, simulating ice. The adjacent surface is dry concrete. Immediately ahead of the water trough is an 18-degree ramp. For purposes of our demonstration, we're using 3 79 model half-ton pickups. One truck has an open differential. The truck approaches the ramp with one drive wheel on wet stainless steel, the other on concrete. Front wheels are positioned at the base of the ramp, and under light throttle, one wheel breaks traction, and the truck moves only inches. 4 attempts are made, but each shows similar results. The longest distance traveled is 6 inches. After the trough is again covered with water, the second truck to attempt the climb is moved into position. This truck has a limited slip differential, which has the capability of transmitting a portion of available axle torque to the high traction wheel, even though the other wheel breaks traction. As the driver starts to accelerate, one wheel starts to spin, and the wheel on concrete provides the only driving force. 3 attempts are made to climb the ramp, and some progress is seen before the clutch plates begin to slip. With the clutch plates ineffective, the truck, still under power, rolls back down the ramp. The greatest distance traveled is 2.5 feet. Finally, we see the truck equipped with an Eaton locking differential attempt to climb the same ramp under the same tractive conditions. As in each of the tests, under light throttle conditions, the wheel on the stainless steel surface breaks traction and begins to spin. Unlike the other units, however, this differential senses wheel spin and almost immediately, at approximately 100 wheel RPM differentiation, an engagement mechanism locks the differential, transferring available axle torque to the wheel which has traction. To further illustrate, let's move on to a more realistic situation. In this sequence, each truck has had a free or towing hub attached to the left rear wheel. No axle torque can be transmitted through that wheel. In this demonstration, all 3 trucks will attempt to climb a short 4-degree grade from a standing start. You'll be able to observe the right wheel of each truck, the only wheel capable of transmitting axle torque. The 4-degree grade begins at the black apron, so let's bring the trucks onto position. Already on the line is the truck equipped with the open differential. Next to it comes the limited slip, and finally, the Eaton locking differential. At the starting signal, under moderately fast throttle, 2 of the trucks pull away. The truck with the limited slip climbs nearly halfway up the grade before the torque requirement of the hill exceeds the capacity of the differential clutches. Then, in spite of continuing power through the drivetrain, the truck loses ground and slowly rolls back down the hill. The truck equipped with the locking differential shows no hesitation but gains speed as it accelerates up and over the grade. The truck with open differential didn't even stand a chance. It couldn't move. Let's rerun this demonstration, and let me assure you, aside from the differentials, all trucks were tested under the same conditions. All trucks had towing hubs. All drivers received the starting signal, and all drivers attempted the climb. Again, the starting signal is given, and again, the drivers make the attempt. The results are the same. Note the point when the limited slip loses clutch capacity, and note also the acceleration and completed climb by the truck equipped with the Eaton locking differential. Not everyone has access to 18-degree ramps and 4-degree grades, so let's demonstrate on something we all may encounter. Here, a slippery mud surface is prepared adjacent to an asphalt service road at the Eaton Proving Grounds. The Chevrolet half-ton truck with the Eaton locking differential is driven off the road with one drive wheel in the slippery mud. One drive wheel remains on the asphalt high traction surface. With moderate to heavy throttle, our test driver spins both wheels and quickly pulls back onto the service road. For another look, let's put the camera into the field. We'll just watch the muddy wheel as the driver takes us back to higher ground. The driver with the open differential truck won't be outdone, so he too drives into the mud. He tries several times to get out but has no success. Although mud provides more traction than the water trough, the muddy wheel begins to spin and the driver is stuck. Thankfully, the other truck has not left the scene. After a towing chain has been attached, our driver uses the opportunity to show once more the performance of the Eaton locking differential. The blue smoke of burning rubber provided no assistance. Performance of the Eaton locking differential compared to standard open differentials and optional limited slip versions has already been demonstrated. 18-degree ramps, 4-degree grades, and muddy fields have shown the advantages of the locking differential. We at Eaton, however, are concerned not only with the performance, but also the durability of our products. Beginning with the 1981 model year, Eaton expressed its confidence in this differential by extending a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. Testing, which includes a 50,000 engagement test on the rolls, helps to provide the basis for such confidence. Various tests are continued on a daily basis as the search for better products continues. All three Chevrolet trucks now return to the skid pad to take a bow. Eaton is proud of its product and is proud to be chosen by General Motors to supply this production option to the full range of Chevrolet and GMC light trucks. We hope this presentation has made you more aware of the capabilities of the Eaton locking differential and that your next truck will include this differential option. We do not expect you to attempt crossing muddy fields, but we are certain you will experience adverse road conditions that will make the advantages of the Eaton locking differential very obvious to you.